What is going on, everybody? Was it Wednesday? No, is it Wednesday? Yeah. Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Tuesday? I feel like it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. Today we're going to be taking, I think this is my first beer I've ever reviewed from this brewery, but I don't know, this trend lately of me reviewing a lot of stuff out of Colorado. Jesus, I can't even talk today. Has just been keep on going because we're going to be looking at one from Odd13 Brewing. These guys are, I think, out of Lafayette, Colorado, and I've had a couple of their beers before, but this is going to be the first one I've actually done and did a review for. So we got some of their Hazelnut Uppercut in rotation today. It's their stout with hazelnut and chocolate in it, and it just seems like it's a nice, easy drinking, even though it's an 8.7% ABV. I feel like this could be a nice, smooth, creamy, nutty / chocolatey stout from these guys. It really doesn't consider it like an imperial stout or anything like that. It's kind of on Untapped. It's considered like an American stout, so see how that kind of plays into a factor of it. But yeah, this guy right here is some Hazelnut Uppercut. Odd13 has some really unique can arts. They kind of do like a whole comic book style when it comes to the arts they do on their cans. So it's pretty cool that they do that. But yeah, they have definitely a very, very unique kind of way they do things. This beer is actually available to get on tap over at the brewery right now, which is really good. I'm not sure if this is available to get to go, but they're open right now, and they have let's see, they have food trucks that come by. It's a really cool looking spot, and it's just, yeah, they talk about the artwork on their website. So if you're interested in seeing other stuff from Odd13, you can check out the link to their profile down in the description below for you guys, well, their website and everything like that. But without further ado, let's crack this guy open. I'm thirsty, and I want a nice little stout to start off the afternoon, so let's crack this guy open. Let's see what we get on the smell. I'm assuming there's going to be a nice kind of nuttiness to this. I don't know what kind of elements the hazelnut's going to bring. Maybe some like roasty, toasty kind of flavors, and maybe, I don't think there's really going to be much coffee notes in there. I may be wrong, but there's probably going to be like a nice chocolatey note to it. I'm expecting it, if it's going to bring more chocolatey elements, that it's going to be like more of like a creamy mouthfeel. It's definitely bringing in like more of those like roasty kind of nutty notes to it. There might be some coffiness. There might be like an oversighted like bready maltiness to it. Yeah, it smells pretty decent. Definitely is very like nutty forward, roasted nut forward. Yeah, not bad. But let's give this guy a try. So I'll be drinking out of my 311 beautiful disaster pint tulip glass, and let's see how this guy pours. Yeah, definitely pretty dark. Not as like black as your soul kind of situation. Definitely has more of like a dark brown kind of color to it, kind of similar to like a brown ale. A little bit of head, not too, but more of like a bubbly head and not like having those foam aspects to it. So there might be some like sediment and stuff in here, maybe some nutty kind of sediment. But yeah, definitely getting that still strong roasted nutty flavors on the top. Definitely has some stuff floating on the top here, maybe kind of like some chocolatey kind of film. Yeah, it smells absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's give this guy a try. So cheers, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, definitely more like nutty, kind of slight chocolatey. Definitely get more of that hazelnut to come forward a little bit. Doesn't really bring off any notes of like coffee in this whatsoever. Definitely has the bready elements that you look for in a nice, just regular stout. Yeah, but overall, not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely more roasted nut forward. Still has a creamy mouthfeel to it, but not really giving more of like that really strong sweet chocolatey flavor, since it says it was brewed with milk chocolate as well. But I'm definitely getting more of those like breadier, kind of deeper notes. It's a little bit more of on the bitter side of a stout. Not really much of a sweetness. You get a little bit of it from the milk chocolate in there, but overall it's definitely more of like a roasty, kind of more bitter forward stout, which isn't bad at all. It's definitely something that is, I wouldn't say this isn't reinventing the wheel on any kind of stout you can drink. It's a pretty simple style of style, having people using roasted like hazelnuts or kind of like a different kind of nuts in their stouts to kind of create just more of like something to add on to that bready kind of nutty note to it. But overall, yeah, it's pretty delicious. Yeah, it's pretty damn solid. Definitely liking that roasted hazelnut flavor in there. So, looking on Untapped here, like they say, it's a silky smooth stout with notes of milk, chocolate, and hazelnut. Pretty self-explanatory right there. And what I'm looking at right here, showing similar beers to this one. If you're ever wondering if you can't get your hands on this one, if you're looking for something that's similar to this, let's see. We got the El Jefe Maple from Four Noses Brewing Company. We got the Silhouette, which is the let's see. This is the Maple and Bourbon Mexican Chocolate Cake Stout from Second Shift Brewing. That actually sounds absolutely delicious. Let's see, they compare it to the Too Legit to Split from Weldworks and the Tuckered Out Stout from Logston Farmhouse Ales. So, yeah, not bad at all. Let's see what. So, like I said before, you're looking at Untapped here. It's an 8.7% ABV, which isn't that like lower to mid-range kind of ABV for a stout, which is not bad. And with over 929 ratings, this was an average rating of 3.87 out of 5, which is not bad at all. It's definitely not the greatest when it comes to having that many ones, but almost having that 4 out of 5 kind of realm, you know it's probably going to be pretty damn good. So, look at here. There's a couple check-ins that are a little bit all over the place. So, this person gave it a 1.5 out of 5. Well, let's see. This guy gave it a 3 out of 5 purchase off Tavour. This guy gave it a 3.5 purchase off Tavour. 3.75 purchase off Tavour. 3.75. Let's see. This person purchased it at Odd13. Let's see. This guy gave it a 4.25 purchase at Odd13. 3.75. Somebody gave this a 4 out of 5, saying chocolate and a nutty taste. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, even though it's more nutty than chocolate. My opinion. Let's see. Got a 3.5. We got a 4.25 purchase at the Craft Beer Quick Stop over in Arizona. I believe that's the one that I've talked about earlier. It's in Phoenix. So it's a little kind of beer store in Phoenix. Let's see. We got another 4.5. So yeah, reviews are kind of all over the place. I know my dad drank this one already, so let's see what he checked this one as. So he gave this one a 3.75 out of 5, which, yeah, I could see a 3.75 is more of that reasonable understanding of what kind of rating you're going to see on this one on Untapped is. It's definitely, like I said, it's not something that's going to reinvent the wheel. It's not something that's going to stand out to you to be, oh, this is going to be a crazy memorable stout that you're just going to want to keep on getting your hands on. It's solid, but it's nothing to write home about. It's nothing to kind of just like make you go crazy for it. It's just a very, very solid, nice, nutty, chocolatey stout, which I don't think they were trying to reinvent the wheel with this one. I think they were just trying to come out with a solid beer, and they did. So overall, the flavors are really nice. There's bitter notes, there's sweet chocolatey notes, there's that roasted nutty flavor in there, which is really nice. So overall, yeah, pretty damn delicious. So let's start figuring out what we're going to be doing for ratings on this one. So first off, let's look at can art. Yeah, I really like what Odd13 does with their can art. Kind of creates that comic book kind of style. Of course, you got the kind of the boxing chick with like a hazelnut afro, which I think is pretty cool. Of course, that Odd13 like very bold and in your face kind of font, which is nice. So yeah, very, very, and of course they kind of give you a little bit of what they use in here. So showing that the hops they use is Eureka hops, and then the malts, they got Golden Promise, Munich, Two Row, Oats, Carifa Special 2, and then Crystal 75-85, and then Double Roasted Crystal. So that's all the malts they're using this one. So yeah, this is definitely more of like a malty forward kind of stout. Not really bringing in more of those chocolatey notes. I think the nuttiness is definitely still a very predominant flavor. But overall, yeah, it's pretty solid. Definitely pretty solid. It's pretty damn nice. It's not, like I said, it's nothing to kind of write home about. It's nothing too out of like blow your mind kind of situation. It's just a very nice, very solid stout. That's pretty much what I think they were trying to do. But yeah, very nice creamy mouthfeel. Yeah. What else more is there to say about it? So, when it comes to can art in this one, I really enjoy it. I think it's really cool. I like the comic book style. I love the colors to it, kind of having that brownish red kind of tones to it. So yeah, I'd give this like a solid 4.25 out of 5 for can art, for sure. And let's see. If I got this beer in a flight at Odd13, would I get another one? To be honest, if this was the only stout I had from them, like my only option for a stout from them, would I get another one? I don't want to say I would. It's good. For a taster, like having a little small taster of it, I think would be enough for me. Like I said, it's nothing that's going to be... It's nothing that is just stand out to me. It's just like your average, everyday, nice, malty forward, nutty stout. So, just keep that in mind. If you purchase this and get your hands on it, you're going to get a good beer. But it's not going to be anything where it's like, oh, this is extraordinary. This is going to be life-changing. No. To me, that's not what you're going to get with this one. You're just going to get very, very solid, like a nutty chocolate stout, which I think they did pretty well on this one. So, with this, I think my final rating on this one, I'm going to give this one a very, very solid, like 7.25 out of 10. I think it's pretty good. Definitely, really no booziness to this whatsoever. You're still getting more of those roasty flavors forward. Not really much of a sweetness. I mean, you get a slight chocolate note, but it's nothing that's just like hitting you in the face. You're not getting slapped in the face with like milk chocolate. So, but other than that, yeah, it's still pretty solid. So I think I'm going to give this a solid like 7.25 out of 10. So yeah, it's good. I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a nice, easy drinking session, like almost in that sessionable range for a stout, in my opinion at least. So if you're not looking for something that's too high of an ABV, has really no booziness to it, has a creamy mouthfeel, if you like your stouts more malty forward, this might be the one for you. So keep that in mind. Of course, taste is subjective. You might like this more than I do, but who knows? But other than that, guys, I think that's pretty much it. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are amazing. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. It would help me out a lot. Also, if you're new to the channel and like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. We'll let you know whenever I go live doing another review. And if you want to see more of a social media aspect of things when it comes to people drinking beers, checking in the stuff in, getting badges, always going to recommend getting yourself on Untapped. You can find people like me, Ian, Duchess, Kentucky, the Typhons. Bunch of us are on there. So see us checking in beers, kind of talking on there every little once in a while. So it's really fun. Plus, they get like kind of deals you can get when it comes to Untapped's merch store, where you can get glassware, shirts, all that kind of stuff. And they kind of give deals when it comes to different beer subscription services, like the one I use, Tavor, which may not be available everywhere you go, but you just kind of download the app. Tavor is a mobile app where you can get it iOS or Android, and download it and put in your zip code, and they'll let you know right away if you can get stuff shipped to them. You can either do it as a build your own box kind of situation like I do, or you can do it to where you give them kind of profiles you like, and they'll send you random beers fitting that profile per month. So keep that in mind. I know they have availability within like the Chicagoland area. You can get it in like the DC area. Of course, you could probably get it in Washington since that's where they're based out of. So you just got to keep that in mind. I know Dallas, the Dallas area, you can get it down there as well. But other than that, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you everybody in chat for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Make sure after you're done watching this video, hit that like button. It would help me out a lot. And I'm going to say it like I always say it, and we're going to get the hell out of here. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And I'll see you all next time, people. Cheers.